But our last two deal with the new Oscar category in where I'm going to let Zach take it away because this is new to me and it's new to them too. It's not coming till 2026.
The Oscars announced that it will be adding a new category, as you mentioned, in 2026. It's the first time they're announcing a new category since Best Animated Feature was added in 2001, 25 years between them. This new category, though, will go to the achievement in outstanding casting direction and honoring the casting directors who do have their own branch in the Academy since 2013. Now they will have their own award. Arturo, do you think this is a smart award to add to the Oscars?
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. I think I would also like an ensemble one.
Yeah. I think that
we have discussed sometimes it goes...
Yeah, I think a lot of people are talking about this sort of being a de facto ensemble award, that if you are a fan of the ensemble, then you are sort of saying the casting director did a good job, so it is a chance to kind of award a film where it's like, oh, we like a lot of these people, without actually awarding all of those people.
And who did the magic? Who was the chef who realized all these ingredients were going to work together, and they award her? I still like it going to Best Ensemble as well. But I think this is, I am all for this. I am never against more awards. I am never against more nominations, as we've been discussing leading up to this year's Oscars. And obviously, there's a lot more other categories that we want.
Yeah.
I do have one.
Well, that's the thing is a lot of people's reaction to this was, all right, we'll add the stunts category next.
For sure. You
go first.
Hit me first, because mine's a negative. I'll be devil's advocate after.
So the one major difference that I saw proposed between why this might have been added and stunts might not yet have been added is that this category is more likely to nominate the films that are already getting Oscar nominations. So you look at a film like Oppenheimer, and we were talking about how it was one shy of getting the tying the record 14 nominations. You get a casting award in there, it probably would have gotten those 14 nominations.
Damn. That's an ugly way to put it. So then let me keep on with the ugliness and play devil's advocate here. Full on hater. I'm looking at everyone in Hollywood, everyone on the list, above the line, below the line. Casting directors are the worst. Think of every person who wants to see a celebrity. You have people who interview celebrities and think that they're friends with these celebrities. Nothing's funnier than an interviewer going, oh, I'm seeing you again. They don't care about you, bro. It's work. It's work. You are not friends with these people. Now imagine a casting director who damn near has the individual who everyone wants an autograph from coming in to beg for an audition. Now we're going to give those people an award? I don't know about that, bro. That's just my hot water one. If I think there's any more pompous person in Hollywood, damn, is it not a casting director? They're casting directors. Literally, it should be casting director, in parentheses, gatekeeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's a heartbreaker for sure. Although, like, in a lot of ways, they're responsible for many of the things that we love about movies. And we do love a well-cast film.
I do like them, yeah. I'm just being mean to the casting directors out there, but it is interesting to see this being used as like just another way to break a record and then not really thank the ensemble with it, because there's a lot of moving parts. This should still be a category, though.
Yeah, I mean, you look at also the Oscars telecast up until very recently had 24 awards, and then they combined the best sound editing and sound mixing into one greater category. So we're going back to what was the standard for quite a while in 24 categories. But I agree with you. We could use more. I mean, well, that's the other thing is this
no
is
supporting,
almost...
no lead, no casting, no ensemble, just vibes.
You just want
who acted
best
just
vibes.
Who acted the best, bro?
Yeah,
energy was coming from over there.
Yeah. Who would you give best casting to this year if you had a choice?
Best casting, because it's really fresh in my mind. I thought that the way that they were able to cast the young to the old in The Color Purple was fantastic. Fantasia's younger self to her older self, even what they did with Bailey turning into Sierra. I do agree with you. Oppenheimer definitely needs to be in that bunch. I don't know if it's too small of a cast to include May December, but the way that they worked off of each other, that's usually what I look at. I'm not even going to lie.
Kids...
I'll throw a Hail Mary pick over here for a movie I know you like. I think the way that we talk about movies like... Short Term 12 and how all of those actors end up becoming really big later. The movie of last year that did that was your favorite How to Blow Up a Pipeline. You have various different performances and a variation of people coming together to get this thing done in the script. And I think the casting of that, and also that story that we brought up about how he duped everybody to be in the movie, I think that's an interesting one. What do you got?
I'll throw out some love for Bottoms, like a great collection of young talent in that movie. And like you were saying, the idea of cast that will then go on to do a lot of big things. We're already seeing some of that with Bottoms.
Oh,
Poor
you got the
Things
awards
is
before they even got the nomination.
yeah. Poor Things is another one that has just so many people we love and uses a lot of those people that we love in ways that we're not used to seeing them. But the one that stands out to me is obviously Oppenheimer. I mean, that's a movie that right down to like its one scene roles is filled with wonderful, wonderful actors who fit the part perfectly.
Killers of the Flower Moon using country stars.
That's
in like
true,
the craziest
too.
way possible, right?
So here's another question for
That's a good
you
one.
then. Do you think that this award should skew towards the movies like Oppenheimer that are more focused on getting these like big stars that we recognize into the perfect parts? Or do you appreciate a little bit more of like the Killers of the Flower Moon approach, or like the Sean Baker approach, where they're going to cast some non-professionals, some people who aren't necessarily actors first, that are just like the right fit for these parts?
Hey, you can go either way, right? VFX is that
Right.
who has most or who has best.
Yeah.
It really just depends on who did the better project. And you're bringing up two examples where, yeah, the country stars to Casey Affleck, Matt Damon playing these pivotal parts in here. They're so equal to me because these are two of the best movies of the year that we had tied as our like top three.
Yeah.
It can go either way, but that would be interesting as you're saying that people can be using this to just rack up more nominations. When does it start becoming like the VFX category where Oppenheimer didn't get nominated this year because we stuck to it being one specific thing and that was computer generated? When does casting then become a stereotype of, oh, they're only going to go for these big ensemble movies? Never trust casting the little guys. They're always going to go for the big guys. We're years away from this even beginning before we get the trend of how they're going to ruin the category.
Right. It'd be very interesting to see how they implement this, and I'm
Can't
not
wait
sure
to
why
see how
they're
they screw it
waiting
up.
so long to implement this, but
They got to make the title card.
yeah, it takes a lot of years.
You know,
They got to figure out the little 5-second animation that plays during the broadcast. It's not
we
easy
implemented
stuff.
this year already. Like how bad are we? That's going to take till 2026.